Hey everybody, welcome back to the show that never ends. I'm Levi Chazan for parsha-Vayeira. Thanks for being with us once again. This week we remember Rabbi Meir Kahana, Zichron Tzadik Livracha, Shem Yikam Damo, remembering him on his Yortzeit, which is today. So we will learn from his Torah, because Pri Tzadik, the remembrance of a Tzadik, is his words of Torah that he left with us. In this week's parsha, we find that Sarah tells Abraham to remove Yishmael from the playing field, send him out, Gareshoto, make sure he's not here. It was very difficult for Avraham Avinu to understand these words and to banish his beloved son. But such is what the Kadosh Baruch Hu himself said to Avraham Avinu when he said, listen to Sarah and what she says and to her words to banish Yishmael from the playing field and from Eretz Yisrael. The Rav takes up on this and he writes in Or Harayon, clearly Sarah demanded Yishmael's outing for two reasons. First, that Yishmael should not learn from his words, something that Yitzchak should not see the bad and the avodah zarah, the worship of idols that Yishmael was doing. And second, because it would be impossible for Yishmael not to be filled with jealousy over the land which he saw as belonging to him. He would surely fight Yishmael to take it away from him. Let's see what we have over here. The Midrash brought down by the Rav in Or Harayon. It was learned, Rabbi Yishmael said, playing can only mean idol worship. Thus teaches that Sarah would see Yishmael building altars and hunting grasshoppers and sacrificing them. Rabbi Yishmael, the son of Rabbi Yossi Haglili, said, playing can only mean murder. And Rabbi Lezer said in the name of Rabbi Levi, Yishmael said to Yitzchak, let us go and see our portion in the field. Yishmael would take up a bow and arrow and shoot at Yitzchak, as if he was acting in jest. When Yishmael was 15 years old, he began to bring home grave images, and as he saw other people doing. It was then that Sarah, who saw the Ishmael, she said to Avram, drive away the slave together with her son. It was very hard for Avraham, as we know, to do such an act. It was his beloved son Ishmael. The Rav writes about this. That is, Avraham, because of his inappropriate love, turned a blind eye to Ishmael's evil, and only Sarah saw through it, through her prophecy. She was right in not taking the path of groundless love, and Avraham ultimately banished both Ishmael and the other sons that he had. It is true that Ishmael continued to hate Yitzchak, as the Midrash teaches us. We have always learned that Yishmael hates Yitzchak. Even so, better a brother who hates you that is far away than lives closely by you. The words of our beloved Rav Kahana, on his Yortzeit. Incredible as it is, my friends, the lesson is very, very clear. The banishment of Yishmael. It was hard on Avraham. How could it possibly be? How could I banish my son? But Sarah saw through all of this, as our beloved rabbis teach us. Her level of prophecy was even greater than Avraham Avinu. And Kadosh Baruch Hu himself had to tell Avraham Avinu, yes, listen to the words of Sarah and banish him from the land of Eretz Yisrael. In later generations, this hatred and this yearning that they should inherit the land of Eretz Israel has never been forgotten from the Yishmaelim to this very day, as obviously we all know. The Gemara in Sanhedrin teaches us, generations later, the descendants of Yishmael came with Israel for a judgment in front of Alexander Hamoked, Alexander the Great. They said, Eretz Israel is yours and ours, as it says. These are the generations of Yishmael, the son of Abraham. They responded from the Torah, as the Jews then said, Abraham gave all that he owned to Isaac, and the other sons he gave gifts and banished them, sent them to the east. If a father gives his son an inheritance during his lifetime and sends him away, can any of these people then have claims against the other? Obviously not. But we find from this interesting piece in the Talmud that generations later, Yishmael did not forget and not give up hope of inheriting the land of Eretz Israel. These are the words that Rav Kahana brings out, the warnings of leaving Yishmael in the land of Eretz Israel. But instead of this, listening to his wife Sarah, who understood this in a deeper level and had to banish Yishmael from the playing field, from the land of Eretz Yisrael. On this day we remember the greatness of Rabbi Kahana, that he was able to talk about and to bring these issues, which are very uncomfortable for many people, but he brought them to the limelight, even though he took his personal against and everything that happened, obviously, to him in his days. Thanks for being with us once again. Levi Chazan for Yeshivat Rayona Yehudi, continuing the authentic Jewish ideal taught down by Rabbi Kahana, and remembering it and continuing. With your support, we continue to keep the doors open of the yeshiva for more people to come and to understand the words and the books of Rabbi Kahana, and to publish them and to spread his ideas from the Torah, from the authentic Torah. Until next time.